Yo guys, Enigma here. Well, this video will have you thinking. So I need you guys to strap in and hold on tight. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm glad you stopped through. And if you're a returning member, guys, welcome back. So recently I had a fantastic conversation with a Dark Alley Stalker, the Reddit user. I know you guys are on the fence about Yonko's 12, and everybody's doing a countdown of 6 out of 12, 7 out of 12, saying there's 5 slots left. But I got a theory thrown to me, and we were conversing via DM, and it's gotten broken down to me as we went through this. So for full disclosure, I'll be paraphrasing our conversation with, of course, his permission. Of course, I asked him, hey, you mind if I share this? He said, yeah, sure, definitely. So I'm going to share it with you guys, and I want you guys to definitely think about this at the end of this video. You might as well just go ahead and drop me an early like, guys, because we about to get in for this ride. Okay, so recently the Jump Force website has gone through yet another roster change. But in this change, they changed the order of the characters. At first glance, they look normal until you get to Zoro and realize that there's a meaningful pattern going on here. The pattern, guys, it goes main protagonist, secondary, etc., third, and finally villains and or non-playable characters. Notice how they have the new generation next to each other, which throws off the list. So if it followed the Naruto rep pattern, it would then be placed before or after the other Naruto reps close by. Because you see Sasuke right there. So looking at, look, we already see Yugi and we see Ichigo. So let's just look at Naruto, because of course he starts the big three off. And then shortly after, you see Sasuke. Asta and Deku are seen as protagonists, right? So they should be in front of the others, but they aren't for some reason. And the only explanation is that they are new generation characters. Still following along? Okay. Vegeta, as we know, is a secondary character to Goku. So why is he placed behind Boruto? Simply because they aren't finished adding more protagonists to the game. This theory will come into fruition if Dai and Jotaro gets placed next to Ryo Saiba. The rule breakers are the 3 new generation characters, Midoriya, Asta, and Boruto. We could then assume that certain characters will then be placed next to each other if they are being added, such as Madara next to Kaguya. To further back up this claim is the placement of Rukia. Rukia is being shown at the bottom of the roster, while she's a secondary character to Ichigo. Now, if you're looking at it from a designer point of view, you want to look at it at a clean design, guys. Every row has 7 characters, right? So the clean design for this would be that, complete the row. You don't want to go from main protagonist and then just break off the secondary, right? So we can just assume that there's room for at least 8 more protagonists to complete the rows. Just for example, I would just add Suna, Koro Sensei, Madaka, Alan Walker, Lala, Gintoki, Toriko, and Arale. Most of the people I picked have CAC parts. Toriko, I don't know why would you leave him out. And Arale, because the voice actor has 2 roles and we know one of them is Kaguya. That would then shift the roster to 3 rows of protagonists, and the rest can follow the pattern as mentioned before. Eventually, Kane and Galena will be placed at the bottom row with either the villains or with Light Yagami, Navigator, and Glover. Several hints Yonko has dropped before the Shueisha shutdown. You guys remember the White Fox, the Roses picture, hinting at Kurama? Or maybe Yhwach's the King, the White King, the Bleach pictures, Ready King, all this stuff that he was dropping. Multiple likes on Madara posters. Gintoki, a lot of people were posting Gintoki covers. He was liking that at that time as well. Several Reborn and Suna references. So now if we're looking at the pattern again, guys, you can have 2 rows of villains. If you add to the top row, Dio, And then at the bottom row, to go with Toguro and Shishio, you add Madara, Galena, Kane, Yuhabaha, and Pito. So that gives us 2 rows of villains. I don't care, you can flip how you want the people to go. I'm just, filling in the gaps real quick. In closing, if Jotaro and Dai gets added to the protagonist slot and Dio in the villain slot, then it somewhat solidifies the Dark Alley Stalkers theory. So sound off in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this theory? Does it make sense now that I've shown you the pattern? Or do we have too much time on our hands? Shout out to Dark Alley Stalker over on Reddit. I really appreciate that me and him had a time to talk to each other and converse about stuff. It's always fun talking to him. Guys, all credit goes to him. It's his theory. I just happened to be having a conversation about it, and I wanted to break it down to you guys so you guys can understand what the pattern is looking like, and to, have an open mind of more than just 12, But if you like the video, drop a like, share, and subscribe, y'all. If you're not subscribed, I'll be dropping new content very soon. Peace out, guys.